Keenan Shanholtz here, West Virginia Land and Home Realty on Lot 272 in Ashton Woods, Moorefield, West Virginia. This is a 20-acre tract here on top of South Branch Mountain, and we're right at 3,000 feet in elevation here. So we're up here really, really high, and I'm going to get you through here. The corner of the lot starts right here, so I'm kind of like right at the front of the lot. And it goes up along South Branch Mountain Road here. As you can see, there's electricity here, so it's going to be a short pull, you know, for electricity to the building site. But let me try to zoom in. You can kind of see how it daylights out through there. I mean, the view, you know, you got about 3 acres of flat here on the top before it drops off, and the view is going to be amazing. But I'll get there in a second. But what I wanted to show you here right now, kind of as a start, so looking at the topo map, we are right here. But the main thing I want to point out is that it's little over 200 feet, so less than 100 yards down here is Nathaniel Mountain Wildlife Management Area. So there's 10,000 acres of public hunting and hiking 200 feet from the property boundary right here. And this part, there's about 500 acres of flat ground on top of the mountain here. To the, you know, the lot faces to the north side of the mountain, and off to the south side on top here is where you have Nathaniel. There's about 500 acres of it on top here, as you can see, that lays perfectly flat almost on the top. But as I'm standing here, basically, you just kind of go around the bend of the road. You can walk from your lot right down the subdivision road and just kind of hop right over onto the state ground. So it doesn't touch it, but it might as well. I mean, it's literally less than a 100-yard walk. You know, just to probably about across from that electric pole right there is where you're going to see where Nathaniel starts. And as you go back out the road here, the way you came in, there's a stretch of about, you know, maybe 3/4 of a mile or so where, you know, Nathaniel's going to be on the south side of the road here, the right-hand side. And when you go down there a little bit further, that's where Ashton Woods has their, like, community access point for other owners who don't abut it to go up there and park and, you know, basically get onto the state ground. And once again, this is a long ways away from any kind of public access or whatever. So it's not like you're going to have a ton of people up here roaming around on the state ground. But I just wanted to point that out, and we'll take another shot. I'll get out in the woods here and show you the view. Keenan Shanholtz here again, West Virginia Land and Home Realty on Lot 272 in Ashton Woods. And I wanted to kind of get you, you can see my truck's parked right out there along South Branch Mountain Road. I'm not in here very far. But this property, like I said, it has about 3 acres out across this top that lays really flat. Long ways, like parallel with the road before it drops off. And I'm probably about in the middle of the lot here. And you're not going to get out here too much further to where, you know, you're going to have the monster view and where your building site's going to be and everything. But the way it's situated, like these lots up on top of the mountain here in Ashton Woods that are on this side of the road, the north side of the road, you know, they have a little bit of flat area at the top, and then they drop off and go all the way down to Nathaniel Mountain Road, which is below here. But this one, as opposed to most of them out across the top, it definitely has probably more usable ground at the top than most, more flat at the top, and it's also wide with the road up here. So, like if you build, you know, like where I'm at here now, you're never going to have a neighbor within sight of you. You know, it's wide enough up here at the top where nobody's ever going to encroach on you. But something else I wanted to point out, if you ever wondered what bear poop looks like, that's what it looks like. So I'm walking back this little path. You can see all the little seeds and stuff in there. Those are pokeberry seeds. You know, this time of year, the bears are really snacking on like wild berries and stuff that are up here. But let me just go ahead and kind of walk you out through here. This is going to be a different world here in about another 6 weeks when the leaves are off. It's much easier to see the view and everything. But basically, like right in here somewhere, I mean, you kind of take your pick out through here, but I mean, it's going to be like, you know, a monster view. And I'll try to zoom in through there. And then you'll see this on the drone pictures. It's too hard up here when the leaves are on. I mean, these lots, as you can see, there's a lot of small trees on these lots, and then there's a big one every so often. But these little trees clear off pretty easy. But like you'll see, you know, it's flat from the truck back through here. Then it like trellises down a little bit to another little small flat. And as you go off the mountain here on this lot, when you get about a third of the way down, there's actually a logging road that comes across and makes a switchback on this lot. And you'll see that on the map. There's just no way to get to it. Like the road doesn't connect on this lot. I mean, so you'd have to walk down to it. But, and then there's like a little point that juts out, like maybe right there. So, like I said, the drone shots will pretty much tell the story on this one. And then there's a few homes up here. Out across this top, I'd say there's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 houses built up here. And, you know, they all have the big view kind of looking. So you're looking west towards Moorefield that way. So your view is really kind of to the west, and this is going to be north back this direction. But, I mean, anywhere that you want to pick, oh, here's maybe a little bit more of a natural opening, kind of like right in here. There's a little ridge right in here, like a little, oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to walk too fast while I do this video, and I'm not a murderer. I just carry this machete to keep the cobwebs out of the way. Oh yeah. Yeah, here's the spot right here. You're getting to see it for the first time just like me. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is the spot. So, you can see here, my truck's through there maybe 100 yards at best. But there's like a little, like the ridge widens out here a little bit. And there's a couple bigger trees in here naturally. And you can see the rock outcroppings and stuff. But yeah, right through there. Very minimal tree cutting right in here. You know, you cut from about 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock here. It's really going to open it up. And you can cut these trees over here as well. I mean, like I said, from about 10 to 2, it's going to open up an amazing view up here. And then you got the cool rock outcroppings and stuff here below you. But yeah, this is definitely the spot. And I'd say I'm probably, if you're looking at the lot from the road, I'm probably a little bit right of center here where I'm at. But yeah, this is a good one. And, you know, the price on this is $99.9. To find a lot in Ashton, it's hard to buy a lot in Ashton Woods for under $100,000 right now, especially one that has a view like this. You're giving up some usable ground here for the view, you know, and also the privacy up here on the top. Like, it's not really like a through road up here. Like South Branch Mountain Road loops around and connects with Nathaniel. But there's going to be days when you're up here when you might not even see a car up here during the day. It's very private up here. It generally runs about 5 to 7 degrees cooler up here than the 500 feet below here. So where you notice the difference at in the weather is the last 500 feet in climb. So Nathaniel Mountain Road that's below us here that the lot goes down to, it's 2,500 feet elevation down there, 3,000 up here. And that's where you really notice the difference from 2,500 to 3,000. And, you know, the temperature, there might be snow up here when it's rained down there, but it's just a really different world up here. And then you're also, like I said, practically almost adjacent to Nathaniel, which is 10,000 acres. So this is a good one. Come check it out. Keenan Shanholtz here again one last time on lot 272 in Ashton Woods. Just to sum things up, I started you with my first video down there where the property starts. And I'm only up the road maybe 70 yards or so from where it starts, and it continues up around, not to this electric pole, but the next electric pole up there is how wide it is in the front. And then I walked in the woods right down here, and the building site's going to be, like I said, it's going to be right of center a little bit if you're looking at it from the road. But once again, you're going to have an incredible view from this lot, all the privacy you can stand for under $100,000. You got about 3 acres of usable ground here at the top, which might not sound like a lot, but by Ashton Woods standards, that's really not that bad. But what you're giving up in usable ground, you're gaining. Like if you want to hunt, you walk 100 yards down the road from here and get on the state ground there, which is, like I said, it's 10,000 acres, but 500 acres of flat ground here at the top. If you can do all the hunting you want to do over there, and it's a lot easier walking than doing on your own lot. So, and once again, right here in Ashton Woods, when you get out to the main gate, it's about 6.5 miles up here from the Trough View gate to get up here. So it takes about 15 minutes to get up here, but the roads are good. Everything's in good shape. I mean, Ashton Woods is the Cadillac of these big mountain communities up here, particularly in terms of how they care for the roads and maintain the community. But when you get out on Trough Road there, you make a left, you can be in Moorefield at a Walmart in 10 minutes. Make a right, you're 20 minutes into Romney. And once you get on Trough Road, no matter which direction you turn, there's all kinds of public access points on the south branch of the Potomac River as soon as you get out to the gate here. So it's an outdoor paradise. It really is. I mean, it is just so quiet and so private up here. I mean, like I said, you might be up here and not see a car go by in a day's time. It's very, very private. So come check it out.